Welcome back. Now, we often get investment ideas from different sources. As a value investor, before we invest in a business, it's very important for us to understand the business in depth. However, that takes a lot of time. Sometimes, to get a proper understanding of the business, it can take me several months. I look at the financial statements, I research on the management, I try to understand the business model, I do extensive research from various other sources. Now, if I have to do that for every single idea that we come across, that's not going to be a very efficient process, right? So, how do we come up with a process whereby I can just look at a few things and eliminate most of the ideas and then go and invest the time in only the remaining few ideas? So, different people have different processes. I have a framework which I call the quick risk check. Now, this is how I spend just a few minutes on each idea to immediately know whether it's worth taking to the next level or whether it's worth discarding. The first criteria which I look at is the idea within my circle of competence? There are some businesses which are easy to understand for me, whereas there's some businesses about which I have no knowledge. For example, if someone tells me about a semiconductor company, now I will immediately say no because I know zero about the semicon industry. So it doesn't make sense for me to even take the first step. Whereas if someone tells me that, hey, this company Airbnb is a good company and it's going to go public pretty soon, I would be very interested in researching them because I'm a regular user of Airbnb and I think the business is easy to understand and I think I understand that business. Now, once that part is taken care of, the next part is to take a quick look at their financials to see if there are any red flags. And what's the source of information for that? I use Morningstar. I absolutely love their platform, and I'm going to show you how, without even having a premium membership, how using my free membership, I can get all the information that I need on Morningstar. Now, to do that, let me go and log into Morningstar and let me go and show you where I find the information from. Now, as you can see, I have several Morningstar tabs open. However, I'm going to open a new tab and show you the entire process. So once Morningstar opens up, let's take the example of Apple, and we just enter the ticker symbol here and we load the company. Now, to find all the information, as you can see, I have not even signed in, and I'm intentionally not signing in because I have a premium membership on Morningstar. However, I want to show you that everything that I need, I can get the information from the free membership. So there are three tabs which I primarily use. One is the key ratios. Just below the chart here, you have the key ratios. So if I go here and if I scroll down and if I load the full key ratios, so almost all the information I need are available in one of these tabs. So this is one source of information, and if I want to go deeper into the financial statements, this is where I find the financials. So I come and click here and then go and click on all financials data. Now, if I log into my account, which is a premium account, which costs me actually less than $200 a year, then I get to see information for 10 years. But the free account, I think, allows you to see information only for 5 years, but that's good enough for me. So I go to all financials data, and here I have the three tabs for income statement, balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. So we looked at the key ratios, we looked at the financials statements, the source of information, and the other important information is, of course, I can go and figure out from here whether the company is paying a dividend or whether the company is doing share buybacks. So this information is available here. And the other information which I would like to see is what are the operating performance figures, primarily the return on assets, the return on equity, and the return on invested capital. And along with that, the margin figures are available here. So for a quick risk check, this is enough for me to find exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm going to go through each of the steps in my quick risk check in the subsequent videos to explain to you how to weed out the the undesirable companies and how to find the gems. So one thing I have to point out here, that at this stage I'm not getting into the deep end. I'm not looking at the annual report or doing a detailed research. This step, the objective is just to eliminate the companies which are clearly not in my interest zone, and for that I'm relying on Morningstar. Now I'm aware that there might be a few instances where Morningstar may not capture the non-recurring income or the non-recurring expenses in a proper way, and that might lead me to eliminate a company which otherwise could have been a good candidate for research. So that's okay. I mean, the purpose of this whole framework is just to make myself more efficient. So I hope that part is clear, that once in a while it will lead me to eliminate companies which otherwise should have been in my list. And there are also ways of going back and cross-checking if by mistake I have eliminated something that's actually useful.